What's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and welcome to a rare Sunday stream. What's up, everybody? Let's have some fun. Well, I don't usually stream on a Sunday, but I wasn't doing anything, and I actually just finished filming a video, and I decided to go ahead and pop open the camera and have some fun with you guys for a few minutes. Won't be on here too long. 10, 15, 20 minutes. As y'all guys know, I'm shooting with cam links, and like cam links only give you about 30 minutes or so. I'm still trying to figure out how to stream long using a cam link. But right now, the way I got my setup is it's kind of a 30-minute interval. So it's all good. We're going to just chit chat for about 30 minutes. Well, let's go and talk about some tech, man. What's up, which I see you in the building? Yes. Yes, yes. So before we even start, first of all, I wanted to say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. We just heard the tragic news not too long ago. And man, so everybody been there on social media, everybody been talking about it. But I want to do, first, and foremost, my condolences to Kobe Bryant. Wow, man, it's sometimes I always talk about this. I say, hey guys, make sure you take care of your house, your family, make sure you take care of everything in between, because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. So man, we heard I was on Twitter and I heard about it, and it struck everybody on social media pretty hard. So, wow, man, yeah. So yep. Yep, it was him and his daughter. So yeah, uh, definitely, I want to give one up to Kobe Bryant. Hmm. All right. So let's get into some tech, guys. What's up? Which I see you in the building. What's up? I see y'all. I thought about this. I thought about doing streams, more solo streams more. But I'm just trying to find that fair and balance, because I film so much. I drop so many videos, and I'm always filming. So I'm trying to find that fair balance where I could do a solo stream. I used to do Monday, what is called, oh God, happy hour. I used to do happy hour on Mondays. The problem is November, December, January, and February is too cold for me to be, outside and kind of filming. So I can't do. I like to do live on location, so I kind of, I can't do that until things get back to normal. Yes, had a hard day. What's up, Ronald? I see you in the building. I need help. I uploaded the wrong recovery disc on my desktop, which is a Dell, but plugged in an HP. Well, here's the thing. Can you go back and do a recovery on your Dell? So can you, when you boot up your PC, can you hit like F2, F3 or something to get into the boot menu, or to get into something and boot to this? Change your layout and go ahead and do your recovery again. So you can do your recovery again. I mean, look, I don't. I always tell people don't freak out when they're doing recoveries. It's okay. A recovery is a recovery. So is this basically what you want to do? Is you want to go into your boot up menu and put the correct disk in, and you want to, when you boot the computer up, you want to boot to CD. All right. So when you boot to CD, it will read the disk at boot, and it will start the recovery over. So that's an easy fix, man. So I wouldn't freak out about it. I got a couple of videos on how to factory reset. So check out my channel. I have a playlist that's called Computer Help. Follow some of those videos that I have, and you can recover your recover your computer with no problem. You don't have to worry about putting in, tripping out that you put the wrong disk in, because if you put an HP disk in the Dell, The recovery stuff is totally different. The software is different. So you might be having those problems like that, but that's fine. Just boot your computer up, hit F3, F4, F5, or whatever your Dell boot menu to get to your boot menu. Or you might have to Google that. And once you get to your boot menu, just go on to boot to CD and go ahead and do your full recovery since you got the CD. So it's all good. I get to boot and it goes to HP. I don't have a disk. All right, so that's fine. Go to your manufacturer, go to Dell website, and you might have to get a secondary computer to do this. You might have to download to a thumb drive or a blank DVD and download the software to a thumb drive. Thumb drive probably better, to a thumb drive or a DVD. Burn it to a DVD, the software, and then put it on your PC and then boot up and follow those directions. If you go to recover it from the CD in your boot menu, you need to start from CD. If you are booting up your computer from USB, you need to put it category first to USB. So once you do that, then it will boot from either CD or from USB. But you got to have your OS. You have to have your OS on either a DVD-ROM, which is a disk, or a USB. So I would do that. You might, it's one of those things that you might have to have a secondary PC to go to the manufacturer's website, go to support, and download Windows 10 or Windows 7 or whatever Windows you have. Now it may ask you for your computer information to verify that you have a purchased computer, which it should be underneath the PC or something like that. And you should be able to download that software relatively easy. All right. So yes, that's all you got to do as far as that. Yeah, we talked about Kobe in the beginning of the show. So that's why we just talking about tech. So in the beginning of the show, I talked about Kobe. So this whole stream we can't talk about Kobe in this whole stream. It's not a Kobe stream. We gave our condolences and stuff like that already. And, it's hard for people. So that's why we kind of moving forward and talk about other things. Because again, all on social media and everything, talking about Kobe, he was the greatest of them all. I used to watch everything Kobe. So, it's one of those things. All right. So in about a couple of weeks, guys, let's see. So in a couple of weeks, we got the Galaxy S20 coming. All right. Am I excited to get back to a flat screen on the Galaxy S20? Now, flat screens. So I dropped a video today of the Galaxy S20. Go check them out. I think with the Galaxy S20, I think the prices is the one that's going to make or break this device. Look, I know a lot of y'all guys was hitting the comments. Y'all was saying, well, easy. People go finance a phone. Not everybody finance a phone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think everybody finances the device. People look, even if you finance the phone or not, it doesn't matter, because you still paying $1,300, $1,400 if you get the big boy. And that's a span over 2 years. And, they got AT&T doing 30 months. And I heard some carriers stretching it out to like 40 months. Listen, think about this. If you bought a Galaxy S10, right, and you financing the Galaxy S10 for 2 years, that means you're not eligible for upgrade for the Galaxy S20. That means you have to wait for the Galaxy S21. But a lot of people wants the Galaxy S20. That means that you're right in the middle of your cycle. And in order for you to probably upgrade to the Galaxy S20, either you got to pay off the device, which you got to come up front with a lot of money, and then upgrade and finance that phone, which you got to pay probably, tax on the device, maybe a deposit or whatever. So it don't matter either way. You still got to probably come out of pocket with a boatload of money just to get the Galaxy S20, even if you're financing it. So prices is so important. Don't matter if you finance a phone or not. Prices is important, man, because even if you finance a phone, you still paying $1,300-$1,400 for that phone. So prices is important, especially if you financing or you buying the phone out. Buying the phone out, man, when you looking at, hey, a lot of people say, I always try to buy the unlocked version. We go buy the unlocked version and stuff like that, man. When you looking at, obviously everybody go want the big dog. Everybody go want, the 12, 14 gigs of RAM, the 6.9-inch display. They gonna want the bells and whistles. They gonna want the big boy. Well, the big boy go cost a lot of money. And we talk about the S series. Like, I never thought when we came to this day, when we talk about prices, we always talk about prices all the time. But when we talk about the Galaxy S series, not the Note series, but the S series creeping up in price the way it is, bruh, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's very difficult, and it's very, very difficult. Yes. All right, let me get into y'all guys' questions. I prefer a flat screen. Can anybody tell me the advantages of having a curved screen? They seem to be a pain in the rear with all the unwanted touches. Yeah, so I'm an advocate of the Galaxy Note having a flat screen. The Galaxy Note should have a flat screen, but it does not. So I agree that devices ought to have flat screens. Unfortunately, they don't. They don't. They don't have flat screens, and they're going all curved. Now, we seen devices that have like all the way curved screens that's all the way around. It's really ridiculous if it's really ridiculous, man. To see these phones that have that curve like that. Now, the purpose of the curved screen to give it that depth, that 2D effect, right? So if you're looking at the phone on the side, you can see some stuff on the side. That's what that's for. Yeah, that's what that's for. And yes. A series for the win. Yes. Simply Beth. A series for the win. I think a lot of people go gravitate to the A51s, the A70s, and everything in between. I agree with you. I think that the A series is going to be fantastic. Yes. So what I'm going to do is, I know my camera is on a 30-minute timer. So I am going to reset it real quick. And we're going to get back to it. And I'm going to talk maybe about 10 to 15 more minutes, and I'm going to get out of here. So let's do this. Let's see what I got. Let's play some. Look at this. Let's do this. Boom. Let's go. So somebody hit me up in the comments, or somebody DM me, or somebody hit me up, and that have a cam link. And anybody that's have a cam link, and I guess it's my fault. I haven't done my homework yet. I probably could watch some YouTube videos and see, but I'm quite sure somebody using the same setup that I have. I'm kind of new to cam links. My Canon camera that I'm using is only going to give me about 30 minutes of playtime, and then it shuts off. So some of y'all lovely techies that's in the building, if y'all know how to go continuously without the camera shutting off, please DM me on my social media or hit me up in the comments, not on this right here, but hit me up in my DMs and give me a link or something that I can watch to fix this. So when I do my Wired Wednesday, I won't have this problem. All right, let's see. Hey, Easy, got to see what's happening. They're prepping the consumer for the graphite battery that's coming next year. Tech is expensive. Look, here's the thing, man. LB is in the building. LB, let me tell you something, bro. When I've been doing my research about this Galaxy S10, right? I mean the Galaxy S20, and I'm seeing the prices, bruh. Come on now. Now don't get me wrong. If you were to get the Galaxy S10 5G when it first came out, that was pretty expensive. It's so funny how you could get a Galaxy S10 5G right now for like $600. It's crazy how prices went down by like 40, 50% in less than a year, because it's not even a year yet for the Galaxy S10. And now you can find them phones so cheap. It's like half price. It's crazy. It's crazy to see how the $1,000 Galaxy S10 Plus, you could get that phone for like $450. It's crazy how the price dropped. And that's the used market. I always talk about the used market. But if you go new, you still wouldn't spend $1,000 for that phone, even if you buy it new. But that goes to show you how things have changed. So that $1,500 Galaxy S20 that you're going to buy in a couple of weeks, come December of 2020, that phone go be like $800, $700. So from $1,500 to $700 in 6 months, that's the devaluation of that device, because everybody gonna be prepping up for the Galaxy S21 or the Galaxy S30, however they gonna do. So once you buy a device in February or March, about time December come, that phone have devaluated by 50%. So just say, for instance, people want to take the Galaxy S8 and upgrade it to the Galaxy S10s. Well, you could get you a Galaxy S10 for $500 right now. So when you look at it, say, okay, I've been having a Galaxy S8 for 2 years. Now I want to upgrade, but I don't want to buy new. Buy a lightly used, and I could pay $400 for it or $500 for it, and I'm good to go. Hey, or just wait till December of this year and get the Galaxy S20 for $500. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, same at the Galaxy Note 10. Galaxy Note 10 is what, 5 months old, 4 months old, and you could get a Galaxy Note 10 for $600. You know what I'm saying? If you paid $1,200 for a Galaxy Note 10, you see that same phone for $600, and it's not even 6 months old. So I tell people all the time, hey, if you want to save a few dollars, wait 2 months. That's the whole thing. Like even with the Galaxy Fold, right? You've seen Galaxy Folds dropping down really deep into price. It's not, I mean, who would spend $2,000 on a Galaxy Fold and you could get $1,000, you know what I'm saying? So you save $1,000 by getting the Galaxy Fold, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to cost a lot. All right, so how many $399 iPhones would you think Apple would sell? If Apple come out with the iPhone SE at $399, they will probably sell so many of them. It don't matter the specs. It don't matter nothing. That phone is $399. They're going to put one camera on the back. It's going to have a 720p display, but it's going to be running iOS 13.3, and it's going to be new. And Apple might come out with a nice color, and it's going to sell like hotcakes. Now, that might hurt the iPhone 11. So it's going to sell, man. And this is the thought process. And look, I understand what Samsung trying to do. Samsung say, okay, you want the budget phone? Go and get the A lineup. And I do understand that. But see, here's the thing. The A lineup is not available everywhere. See, Apple go be available everywhere. See, when that iPhone SE come out, SE2 or the iPhone 9, that phone go be everywhere on the look, you could get that phone at the corner store. That phone go be available on Cricket, all the third-party companies. That phone go be on every display at Walmart, Best Buy. That phone go be all over Amazon. That phone go be, and you can walk up into any carrier store and touch that phone anytime when that phone come out. That's what I'm saying. The difference is the A lineup, the A51. What carrier right now you could go get the A51? Nowhere. What Best Buy you could walk and get an A51? Where you could go touch it? You could go where the A71, where you can go and touch the phone just to see it in person. That's the difference. Samsung A lineup is not available everywhere. Apple iPhone is available everywhere. I mean, you could go to any corner store. You could buy, I mean, you could go to a grocery store, a corner store, a t-shirt shop. You could go anywhere and get an iPhone, but you cannot get that budget device from Samsung. And that's where the problem comes in at, because the Galaxy S devices will be on all carriers. Everybody go sell it. But the A lineup is going to be a lineup where nobody can touch. Nobody can see it. Nobody can put their hands on it. Now, they do have the A50, the A20s, the A10s, but we talk about the new ones, the A51s, the A71s. And I'm not talking about the A50, the A20s. I'm talking about the new phones. So when we talk about the new phones, where you could touch, I mean, where you could go get them. Yeah, it's definitely gonna cost a lot. Is that $399 iPhone in the works for Apple? No, that $399 phone is coming out, and I think that phone will come out in the next month or so. For what I understand, Apple probably going to have a keynote address March maybe, and they go drop that phone early this year. So that phone is coming very soon, for what I understand. So yeah. I thought T-Mobile talked about carrying the A51. I don't know. I don't see it at T-Mobile. Not the A51s, that's for sure. So I don't see it. You know, but yeah, the iPhone, that phone go come out March. What's up, GG in the building? I see you. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Apple go try to capitalize on this high-ass phone coming out, the S20. While Samsung price go be astronomically high, Apple go drop a iPhone 9 and say, hey, I was $399 and you could go anywhere and get it. And Samsung go say, well, mine's $11.99 if you want the cream of the crop. So, you know, I think Apple probably going to do a lot of marketing to try to, hey, you ain't got to spend $1,000 to get that a good experience. iOS go be a good experience. If you want an iPhone, we go give you state-of-the-art camera. We go give you this. We go give you iOS 13. We're going to give you a good sleek design, and it's going to cost $399. And then here comes Samsung say, hey, if you want the Galaxy S20 Ultra, 512 gigabytes, you got to fork over $1,300. See what I'm saying? So that's oof. Yep. I thought the title said Tech Predator. Does it say Tech Predator? Don't know if the title say Tech Predator. Somebody let me know down in the comments if I got to change the title. I thought I put Tech Preacher. Maybe I was typing too fast. I'm not sure. Somebody let me know. Any word on a, Pixel 5 XL? Well, the Pixel 5, well, first, I think it's, so I think they're going to do the Pixel 4a first. I think they're going to do the Pixel 4a first. If they come out with a Pixel 4a, look, we haven't heard any rumors from Google in a while. I mean, like Google just kind of chilling on the sideline. I don't know. We heard something about the Pixel 4a, and the rumor kind of died down. So I don't know. The Pixel 5, I don't know. Look, here's the thing. If we say this every year, I hope Google bring the thunder with a brand new design, something. I think the design is the one that's the Achilles heel for me. I think Google need to come with a state of the art design and come out fresh, come out new with the Pixel 5, and not every year coming out with the same design, huge foreheads and chins and stuff like that, and drop a headphone jack on one and put a headphone jack on the other one. I mean, it's confusing to a lot of people, so I'm not sure. I hope that the strategy for Google in 2020 is a complete overhaul of design, and coming out with something that's more 2020 versus 2010 or 2017, 2010 or 2008. I think that has to be something that Google got to do this year. Okay, so yeah, everybody's saying the title is fine. Okay, all right, cool. So I say, look, I mean, like I dropped a video today, right? And I was working on that video because us tech enthusiasts, right? Me as a YouTuber, I'm getting my budgets and stuff together for the up and coming devices. I mean, look, I'm thinking about, okay, how much do I need to budget to get at least 3 or 4 Galaxy S20s, right? And you thinking, okay, should I put aside $2,500 and I can get 4 of them? But when you look at the price, $2,500 will only give you 2 phones, not 3 or 4 phones. 2 phones. You get the big dog at $1,300, and then you could get the regular one at $1,000. And that right there might even go over $2,500 when you look at that case, screen protector, and all the bells and whistles plus tax. So that's 2 phones right there go beyond $2,500. So when you look at it like that, you be like, well, wait a minute. 2 phones gonna cost me 26, 25, $2,600. That's crazy. And I always try to get at least 2 of them. Like I want to get the big dog, of course, and I want to get maybe the one step down. But it's insanely expensive, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that's what made me make the video. Cause I'm like, okay, I mean, if I want to get three phones, if I want to get all 3 of them, right? You want to get the Galaxy S20, Galaxy S20 Plus, and the Galaxy S20 Ultra. If I want to get all 3 of them, that's $4,000, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least $3,000, over $3,000, right? So that's over $3,000 for 3 phones, basically. That's too goddamn high, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Think about this. $3,000 for 3 phones when you could get. Look, I could get a Moto G7 or the Moto G8. I get a OnePlus 7 Pro. I get an iPhone 9 and still have change left over. You know what I'm saying? I could probably get the LG G8, which I already have. I could get an LG V50. I could get all them phones put together and still have change left over. I mean, you think about it as a tech enthusiast. if you had a like, so for me, you looking at, what, $25,000 in 2020 for product. And if you go spend $4,000 just on one phone or series of phones, it's and then you don't know. And then here we go. What Apple? This day Apple say, okay, we gonna do, the iPhone 12, right? iPhone 12 come out at a $1,200-$1,300 price point. Then you got more problems. So you got, okay, iPhone 12 come out, and that phone will be $1,300-$1,400. Look, here's the thing. Anything look, Apple and Samsung go outdo each other with prices, people. So Apple can say, okay, our big dog will come out at, so you gonna do $1,300, we gonna do $1,400. So they gonna walk across the stage and say the price gonna be $1,499, and people gonna get up there and clap. Oh, $1,499. You go get up there and clap. I mean, think about it. When the Galaxy keynote address come out, and we watching it, and they go talk about the price. Look, they may not talk about the ultra price, but they go talk about pricing, right? They'll talk about price. They say, hey, this phone go start at $999, $1199, and $1299, and people go clap. Because the whole keynote address is all about the marketing and mind manipulation. We've been working on this product for 10 years. And see, I hear this in keynote addresses. And Apple do it too. All the keynote addresses talk, they say the same thing. We've been working on this product for 10 years. This product been 10 years in the making. We put so much technology in this phone. How many times have we heard the same song and dance with these keynote addresses? We've been working on this product for 10 years. We put all the best components in this device. We have state-of-the-art this. We're going to have state-of-the-art that. We put in a 108 megapixel camera that you can shoot at 8K, 30 frames per second. We're going to give you a 120 hertz display. And this going to be one of the best displays on the market. We're going to give you the 865, 12 gigs of RAM, 14 gigs of RAM if you go with the big dog. We're going to give you a 5,000 milliamp battery in this thing. And all that for a very low price of $1,399. $1,399, $1,299. That's what you're going to hear, because I watch them all. I go back and rewatch keynote addresses. I sit up there and I get myself involved with all the different aspects of them all. And I sit, I was like, dang, you kind of hear the same thing over and over and over. And let's see what the comments say. As long as people paying them high price, paying the price is going to keep going up. I'm sticking with no phones over $1,000 policy. And that's the key to success. If people talk with their pockets, then we won't have these issues. But unfortunately, when the tech gods say, hey, go buy this phone because this phone is a worthy purchase, or go get your phone right now, or they are giving you good deals right now when you get the phone early. Instead of paying $1,300, you could get the phone for $1,199. They're going to give you $100 off on this phone. But if you trade in your Galaxy S10 that you done paid over $1,000 for, they're going to give you $500 for it. They gonna give you $500 for it. That means you got to take your beloved device that you've been having all year and just give it to them, just so you can pay an extra $600 and $700 on that phone, and you traded in $1,000 phone, and you have to pay another $600 for the new phone. So now you paid It's like you don't even own nothing. Like you don't own none of these phones if you just trade them in and you giving a phone back and all that stuff like that, man. They gonna take the phone that you go trade in, refurbish it, and they gonna use that phone that you trade in and get that phone away to as far as what they call insurance claims, and maybe take the parts out and reuse the parts and all. Man, it's one of those things where it's very gimmicky. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so let me get to y'all guys' comments. Yes. This will be the mid-range year, but as a conspiracy theorist, I think that they do this on purpose. They don't expect to sell these high-end phones in large quantities. Yeah, you know what? I disagree. They do. Look, they do believe that they're going to sell these high-end phones at large quantities. I don't know. They do want to sell these phones, a large quantity of these phones. So what they do is they come up with all these deals and give you $200 off, or if you trade in any phone, they're gonna give you $200, $300 off. So yes, they do want to sell you this phone in large quantities. They want to sell this phone. That's no doubt about it. Because if they're going to focus on the mid-range phones, then the mid-range phones will be all over the place. But unfortunately, it's not. But the flagships will be all over the place. Now, in the United States, the carriers make it easy for us to get it. Like they make it say, you know what, come to carrier, you can lease this phone, and every time the new phone come out, you could just keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Turn your phone in, get a new phone. Turn your phone in, get a new phone. It's like leasing a car. You put miles on the car. You paying for a car for 18 months. You put so much money in the car. You're paying a $600-700 car note for 18 months. When your lease is up, you got to give the car up, or you have to renew the lease, or you get you another car. So you just constantly paying. You don't never stop paying. So they do have leasing programs, which I don't agree with, but they do have them. That's which means the phone is never worth what you pay for. Here's the thing. All right, so a lot of people, listen, you're gonna hear this a lot. Remember, year over year, they talk about, like, OnePlus used to throw a lot of specs in the phone. They said, well, easy. The reason why they put all these specs in the phone, remember, let's go back all the way back to the OnePlus 3, OnePlus 3 and OnePlus 5T. They used to throw all the specs in the phone. They used to say, easy, the phone is future-proof. That's why, because it's future-proof. Okay, now, if it's future-proof, who rocking the OnePlus 3 and who's rocking the OnePlus 5? Pretty much nobody. Everybody updated, got rid of the phone, upgraded to the OnePlus 7, OnePlus 6, OnePlus 6T. To me, that future-proof is a gimmicky mind thing. They talk about the Galaxy Note 9. Remember the Galaxy Note 9? People go out and buy a 512 gigabyte Galaxy Note 9 because it's future-proof. Guess what? Everybody wanted the Galaxy Note 10. And then people was trading in the Galaxy Note 9's 512 gigabytes and all was getting $500 when the phone was $1,500. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe these phones is future-proof, because every year they come out with all these spicy specs, all this new stuff, all this new this and new that. And it makes you want it more. It makes you want the device more. That means the phone that you got in your hand is not future-proof when you drooling over the new phone. And that's why I always tell people, hey, if you know you're gonna be a techie that's going to buy the next iteration of a phone, why get a 512 gigabyte? Why get the 256? Unless you go keep that phone forever. 9 times out of 10, most people, most techies don't keep it. They don't keep the phone 6 months. I see people switch phones all the time. They buy new phones, get rid of the old phone, sell a new old phone, get this phone, get that phone, this, that, and the other. Hey, it is what it is. All right. Let's see. The top selling phones worldwide will always been the cheaper phone. The techies just need the best thing out. There are tons of budget phones, and they are the top selling phone never to see the United States. And that is absolutely correct because most of your good phones, let's call it how we see it. Most of the good phones is not in the United States. Most of the good phones are not in the United States. It's not in the United. And look, and the crazy thing about it, even if you import some of the phones, you have to be careful because of the band support, because of band 12, because some of them don't have LTE. Some of them, that's the biggest problem of why people don't import phones. It's because some people don't know how to read bands. You'll be on T-Mobile and you want band 12, and a lot of overseas phones don't put band 12 in their phones. So that means you're not going to get an optimized good 4G or 4G LTE. You're going to be dropping down to HSPA plus, go to 4G HSPA plus, then Edge. So the fluctuation of the speed is frustrated because you're trying to use your phone, you're trying to open up apps, they're going slow. It's a very terrible experience because they don't have all the bands. So that's why a lot of people don't like to get phones from overseas. It's because of band support. I mean, you got Xiaomi phones and a lot of other phones out there that's very good phones, but once you put it on your carrier, AT&T, T-Mobile, that gonna be your best two carriers. AT&T, T-Mobile, it gonna be fine, but it all depends on the band support. Now, if you're on Sprint and Verizon, sometimes you got to forget about it. If you're on Sprint, I'm sorry for you because all these beautiful overseas phones will not work on Sprint. If you're on Verizon, you got a 50-50 chance that phone will work on Verizon. If you're on AT&T and T-Mobile, that's GSM. All these phones will work on GSM carriers, but when it comes down to 4G, now they're switching to 5G. Some of these phones will not work. You just won't get the band coverage. So that's why a lot of people they just don't buy overseas phones. And it's terrible. I think that they need to Xiaomi need to come down to the United States and drop some phones. I mean, you got obviously Huawei probably ain't never coming to the United States. They didn't put some more band restrictions on them. It's got all kinds of issues going on with Huawei. So Huawei probably ain't gonna come to the United States ever. Look like it. But you got OnePlus down here, which is a current brand of Oppo. So now you got OnePlus dropping devices, which is a good thing. If we could get Xiaomi and these other companies could come down here and drop some good budget devices, then you run into restrictions too. They wanted to use the Snapdragon processors in the United States. That's the problem. A lot of them don't use the Snapdragon processors. They like to use the MediaTeks. So you run into issues with the MediaTek processors, or you run into the issues with Snapdragon processors in these devices. Then that's the problems. Uh-oh. Yeah, it is. And so that was my 30-minute that was my 30-minute thing. That's what I'm saying. So let's see. Do they sell these phones, a line of phones on Sprint? The A50 was one of the top selling phones, and the XR. Yeah, XR and the A50 is a very good phone. Um, A50 is a good phone. As far as I understand, the A51 is a good phone. So yeah. Uh, you got to think about the bandwidth. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Please vote this November, y'all. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta vote, man. Don't matter when it is. It could be November, it could be anywhere. You gotta vote, man. Gotta vote. Okay. You can call your service provider to have them look at the bands up. You can look the bands up, yeah. I mean, either that or you can Google it. You could always Google it, and that's always gonna be the best thing to do is Google it. Yes. Shout out to Big House Production. I see you in the building for sure. I mean, look, I think you're gonna still shift this year, man. I think you're gonna see 3 tiers of devices. You're gonna have the ultra premium high price phones that look and you start to hear the names. Think about it. The names are no longer plus anymore, people. They're not calling them pros anymore. They're calling them ultras. Look at the name schemes. You see, like last year, we got the plus and the pro. This year they're calling it the ultras. Look at the naming scenario. Look how they changed the naming scenario. So your pro devices is going to probably be your mid tiers, but the ultras going to be your big dog. So if you notice, you're starting to see this. You're starting to see the naming scenarios change. Ultra, pro. The plus model is gone. You won't see these plus. Now they do have a plus device, but the plus device is no longer the cream of the crop. Remember, Galaxy S8 Plus, Galaxy S9 Plus, Galaxy Ultra. So you start to see the naming scenario starting to change up a little bit. I mean, look what Apple did, right? 10s Max, 11 Pro Max. So they using Max, and I wouldn't be surprised if you hear Apple say iPhone 12 Ultra. I wouldn't be surprised to hear iPhone 12 Pro Ultra. I mean, it's crazy how the naming scenario, and they say if you want the best, you got to get the Ultra. No longer the Plus and no longer the Pro. It's going to all be the Ultra. So just be mindful of some of the stuff that y'all going to see in the next couple of months of the naming scenarios changing and the marketing behind the names changing. Because, I mean, look, let's be real here. The iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max or the 11 Pro, look, the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11, what's the difference between the Pro and the iPhone 11 besides they put an AMOLED display in the third camera? Okay. Now, yeah, people talk about the specs. iOS is iOS, right? I've seen people using the cameras and it worked great. I mean, it works absolutely great on 11. That's why the 11 is the most highest selling device out there, because it was the XR. XR was the highest selling device. Now you have the 11, which is the highest selling device. The Pro and the Pro Max or the Pro Ultra, whatever it's called, Pro Max. Look, man, it's crazy. Hashtag Ultra. Yep. I got the Plus with the 855. Oh, that's old. I got to get the Ultra. And that's crazy. So crazy when we talk about specs and a lot of tech heads. Right now, as we creamed over the 855 and the 855 Plus, 865 is where it's at. Any device that put an 855 plus, the tech gods go tear them up. They're putting last year's chipset in this year's phone. Now, for what I understand, the 855 plus is what, a couple of months old. So that chipset is not as old as people think. But when the tech heavens come down and the tech gods say the 855 is trash, 855 plus, they say, well, the 8, and I seen a video about this, and I get crumbled up when I hear this. The 865 is going to be so much better than the 855. It's going to be like night and day. I said to myself, well, damn, the 855 is a good chip. 845 is a good chip. The 855 plus is a good chip. I take one of them chips any day of the week. What's going to make a difference besides the scores, right? When you're doing Geekbench scores, the 865 plus going to run higher Geekbench scores than the 855. Well, it's supposed to. But does that matter day-to-day use? Well, easy, the 865 going to give you 8K recording. My answer to that is, who the F is shooting in 8K? And if you're shooting in 8K, what's going to be the bit rate of 8K? So see, you run into these technical problems. What's the bit rate of 8K, right? What's going to be the bit rate? Because it's going to be goddamn low. The bit rate of 8K going to be low. Second of all, what you going to watch it on? Let me know down in the comments, thumbs up or thumbs down, who has an 8K TV? Who got an 8K TV in the comments? Let me know. So let me know. I'm doing a survey. Who has an 8K TV? I don't. But that's what the 865 is going to give you, that 108 megapixel camera. You can shoot at 8K at 30 frames per second. Woo! You'll see people shooting 8K easy. Come on, look at my video. I shot this at 8K, but I'm watching it on a 2K display. I'm a shoot at 8K. I'm gonna watch it on a 2K display. But if I put it on my TV and I got a 1080p display on my TV, I'm gonna only see it in 1080p. So look, man, we had a phone that already that could do 8K at 15 frames per second. And I believe Spectacular Gadget, Tay over Spectacular Gadget, made a video about it. And she showed the 8K footage. It was horrendous. It was terrible. It was choppy. The frames per second was so bad. My question is, why even put it in the phone? Why make it a feature when you know it's going to be bad? Who plays 8K? Oh yeah. What plays 8K? Hey, look, don't get me wrong. They are selling 8K TVs, right? And we know that our cable providers is struggling to even broadcast 4K. So I'm wondering, when will the service providers, the cable providers, go start shooting in 8K? They're probably shooting in 8K, but they're not broadcasting in 8K. But look, I know they got the technology where it scales up. Like, so if you get an 8K TV, you watch it 1080p, the TV with the processor that's in the TV is going to try to scale it up to a something high, so you can see it almost at 8K. But I mean, but that, I don't know. Here we go. 8K is overkill even for TVs unless it's like 77 inches. Yeah. 77 plus inches. Yeah. I get what you're saying, D-Rex. Yeah. Yeah, 8K is all hype. I'm sticking with 4K plus resources. It is that, and the thing about it is here's a problem. So look what's going on in the tech world. Cell phones moving to 5G when the carriers don't have 5G available. TVs are going to 8K when the cable companies can barely shoot in 1080p. Look at the shift here, what's going on. You see prices of devices going skyrocketed when there's no meaning involved. So when you see phones going out at 8K, shooting at 8K, and you don't have what you watching it on. I mean, they're not putting the 4K display on the phones. They're not putting 8K display on the phone. So so you seeing tech and you seeing tech and services not it's not there yet. So you see tech doing this. They going to the highest of the highest, but the services is not there yet. So you don't have 5G all over the place. No cable providers is not shooting in 4K or 8K. You got 8 phones that's shooting in 8K, but you can't watch it on the phone because the display on the phone is not 8K. So you have so much stuff that's going on with the tech industry, and they not meeting each other. It's not meeting each other. So you look at that, okay, I'm gonna buy a phone that's shooting 8K in 2020, and I might buy an 8K TV in 2023. The phone that I just spent $1,500 that I'm gonna shoot 8K, am I gonna hold on to that phone for 3 years or 4 years? Probably not. So it don't match, man. It's like it don't match. All this stuff we doing here, all the stuff we selling, all the stuff we talking about, it don't match the services that's there. I talk about this in the video. I'm down south. It's no parts of 5G down here. But look, they selling you 5G phones in the south and you're not seeing 5G. So you're gonna see 4G LTE on the phone that you bought that's supposed to be 5G. See, that's the mind blowing of all of this. They go sell you a 5G phone, but they won't give you 5G coverage. But they will sell you the 5G plan just in case 5G hits your area. They cannot tell you when, they can't tell you why, but they can sell you a plan, a 5G plan, but they go tell you it's gonna be 4G LTE, enhanced 4G LTE, right? But you got a 5G phone sitting in your hand, but you're looking at the top of your phone, you got fake 5GE or you got 4G LTE sitting on your phone, but you bought a 5G phone. That's mind blowing to me. That's like I don't freaking understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're right. The DSLR is the way to go, cuz. I switched to using DSLRs this year. Matter of fact, my first couple of videos in January was all with my new camera setup. The backgrounds that y'all see me in my videos is the way I planned it for the new year. I still got my green screen, which I still do green screen videos. I do have another table setup, which I do my overhead shots. I will give you a tour of my new setup because I've done a video of my old setup years ago. Listen, man, the way I want to do my video to show you guys how I got this setup, this go be a good budget setup for anybody that has a free room to want to film videos. The whole purpose of what I'm trying to do here is to not break the bank. And I want to show you guys that it's possible with not a whole lot of money. This is what I'm trying to transform my studio into, something that's not all high end, something that you know is out of your budget, something that you know that you can't spend, $20,000 on. No, the purpose of my redoing my studio is for anybody can do what I do. And this is what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is have my room that you can do green screen videos. You have a good camera setup. You have good everything, and it's gonna be budget conscious. That's the whole purpose. Of course, I have high-end computers. Of course, I have, but that ain't what I've changed how I do things, because I believe that people that's watching me, they trying to save a buck or two. And I'm trying to give you the information so you could save a buck or two. It's not all about being a big baller. Man, let me tell you something. Big baller, I go be a big baller shot caller. No, man, it ain't even about that sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I am a tech enthusiast. I do have multiple of the same phones, but that's my choice. You don't never hear me say you have to have 4 Galaxy Notes. You have to have 4 of this, 5 of this, 2 of this, or 2 of that. No, that's my choice. See what I'm saying? So I'm doing things are totally different now. I saw a speed test of the OnePlus McLaren. It was fast. Oh yeah, 5G phone. Yeah, but if you are not, this say, I'm gonna throw a city out there. Just say you're in Wisconsin or Alabama or Louisiana or Mississippi. You ain't got no parts of 5G. And I don't know if Alabama got 5G or not. But if you're in Mississippi, Louisiana, you ain't see no part. Matter of fact, Mississippi probably don't even have, it's spotty 4G LTE coverage in Mississippi, let alone 4G LTE or even 5G. Not even close. Down south, it's difficult, man. I mean, they're going to be selling 5G phones down south, and it's going to be ridiculous. People go talk about, I got a 5G phone, but you ain't go, and the manipulation in the marketing is going to tell you that even though you got a 5G phone, your speed will be faster on 4G LTE because it's called enhanced 4G LTE enhanced. Come on, man. Don't believe that crap, man. Yeah. All right, guys, let me get out of here. All right, so I just want to do this quick stream. I won't be here all day. A shout out to the replay crew. Thank y'all guys very much. Yeah, just want to time because I escaped to an import tax and classified as a video camera. Yes. Okay. So thank y'all guys very much. Hopefully, if you didn't watch the video, I dropped the video today. It was my thoughts, my frustration, my rant. The tech preacher went all in. And I talked about it. And let me know what y'all guys think. Go check out the video. I really appreciate that. I see y'all on Wired Wednesday. Peace out, people. Where is that, Gigi? Let me see. It got to be right here. There we go. It's going to hit that. Hey, look, don't forget about Wired Wednesday. If you don't know nothing about Wired Wednesday, here go a preview. See y'all guys. What's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So welcome to Wired Wednesday, the day of the week where we go in. We talk about tech, lifestyle, and everything in between. I got the VIPs in the building. As you know, as always, we roll every Wednesday night. The top show on YouTube, this is how we do it every Wednesday night. If you got your questions, please leave them down below. And we go